Hello and welcome to the Utica Talk Show. I'm joined here by Dillon Young and Matt Duell, who are here to tell us a little bit of silly season news for the 2014 Utica Home Track Series. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello, thank you for having me here.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, I want to say to Matt, congratulations on joining here. And in case you're wondering what's going on, first off, I think you may or may not have noticed recently, Matt Duell recently joined Young Motorsports for the Utica Rallycross Series. And now he's joined Young Motorsports for Utica Home Track Series. So this is going to be good. And the team, what's going to happen is Sam is going to be driving the number 37 Applebee's Chevrolet. I myself will return in the number 50, as well as my sponsors Wendy's and Outback Steakhouse. And people have been asking me, with Matt's joining to Young Motorsports, what car is he going to drive, and Matt's going to reveal that right about now.
And I will be driving, once again, the number 88, and I'll be going back to Chevy. Like when I was in RGE, I was Chevy, but I'll be driving the Minecraft 88 Chevrolet for Young Motorsports.
All right, so now I want to ask some questions here for the people that they might be wondering. Now, Mr. Duell, now you are the chairman of the upstart team, Duell Racing. Now that's going away. Now, what brought about this this acquisition by Young Motorsports?
What I decided is because we were doing good, but towards the end of the season, I had noticed we were falling off a little bit, and I wanted to make a change. So I decided, you know what, step away from being an owner for maybe a year or two, and wanted to go join my buddy Dillon Young and see how we will perform as a team together.
Now,
I was very surprised Matt talked to me about this. I was wondering when he came to my office of what he wanted to talk about. He said that I wanted to join the team, and I said, well, let's go. You're in, and that was the thing.
Now, the silly season thing between you two has also involved Daniel Voiles briefly for a time. Now, what was the story with Voiles?
Before I had decided that I was going to go to Dillon's team, I was going to give Daniel Voiles a ride, full-time ride. No matter how good or how poor he was to run, I was going to give him a full-time, full-year seat. And then a couple of days had passed, and I had thought about the previous season or how I was running and my team, and I decided, you know what, yes, I would like to give him a ride, but because of my performance, I didn't think it was a good mix. So I decided just to wipe it all away and just join Dillon's team and just not worry about having to make sure each car was running top-notch and performing each week and making races, and I can just focus on my one car and working for Dillon.
Now, with Voiles, he will have a fallback. It's been reported he's going to be running for American Motorsports or something along the lines of that.
Yeah.
Now, I must ask, was this financially motivated as well?
Yes, I was getting short on funding, and I needed to cut back on expenses, and that's why I just sold my team, my whole company, to Young Motorsports.
Now, one last question for Duell. We'll get to Dillon in a second, but now you ran two other drivers last season, Caitlin Stringer in the 90 and I believe Michael Burke in the 40.
Yes,
the Myrtle Beach
that is
event.
correct.
Now, what happens to those two drivers?
They are not completely gone. I may or may not, depending on how the beginning of the season goes, give them up to Dillon if I could give them maybe a couple races here and there to run, but not full time. It just so they get some seat time. But like I said, we'll wait to see how the first couple races go, and then if things work out, may give him a race or two to be able to race, or maybe bring on one more car, or who knows. We just have to wait and see how the first couple races go, and then make a decision. They're not gone. They are just on standby until we get the actual season up and going.
All right, and Dillon, now, how do you feel about this acquisition? Do you feel your team is growing by making this acquisition?
I feel like I can totally agree about that. You know, with Young Motorsports now adding Matt Duell, which I want to first add on to, is we've never had, for the first time ever in Young Motorsports, a different driver that's not from the Young family into the team. So Matt, in the first time ever for Young Motorsports history, is the first one ever to join Young Motorsports. And
he's like a son to you, in a way.
I can definitely say that, and you know, I've heard about Matt before. He's a great Utica driver. You know, I've seen him before in Utica Home Track Series. It's impressed me a lot. And like I've said before, I would have never expected for him to join, and I'm very blessed to have him on the team. So this is a huge deal for not only for me, but for the motorsports team as well.
Now, was this sponsor motivated? Because we know that you had a third driver as a development for the last race, Tyler Young, but he was sponsorless. Was the decision with Matt Duell partially motivated by the sponsors?
I really don't think so. You know, I know Tyler wanted to get a race in. He talked to me before Myrtle Beach came along. I believe about 3 races before heading in there, and you know, he really wanted to be in so badly. And Sam was doing decent at the time for the qualifier race, and I promised Tyler I would give him one race to race in, and the time came for Myrtle Beach. And I told Tyler, I said, you got yourself a ride, and we got him in the 5 car, and he did really good. But I may give Tyler a few races in for Sam in case Sam's not doing well. So we'll see what Tyler can do. But I really wanted to help Matt out, and you know what? I did that, and I gave him a ride.
So now the big question, with all these new changes, what do you feel are your chances for next year?
I feel... let Dillon. You can go ahead, Dillon.
I'm already interrupting. Damn it. I feel like our chances are looking really good because, you know, we got a good team. We're strong. We got a very talented driver that's also joined our team. And then we got me, and then we also got Sam, who's still understanding the fundamentals of the Utica League. So he's still learning the progress of it, but I've learned really well. And Matt's got, I think, the best experience out of the 3 of us. So in case if I got to learn something, I got to probably ask Matt about something from the races and wise.
Yep.
All right, so there you have it. The silly season news of what Young Motorsports is doing and what is becoming of Duell Racing. There should be more silly season stuff throughout this busy month before we start getting back into the swing of things for signups. Just as a news update, December 16th is the scheduled date for the recovery ride signups for the top 35 in the standings, which would be drivers like Dillon Young here, who worked his way into the top 35 at the end of the schedule. So keep an eye out for that. Full-time signups will probably be announced when the recovery video comes up. Thank you for joining me today, Dillon and Matt.
Anytime.
No problem, man.
And all right, thank you for watching, and have a great day. So long.